Hello. Hey, my girl. I am Queen Newton. How are you? I want to thank everybody for joining me this fine Saturday morning, broadcasting live from Joliet, Illinois. I want you to please keep my family and me uplifted in prayer, for I lost a cousin who had been dealing with heart disease, and he had congestive heart failure and died in his apartment. And so keep me uplifted, because I tell you, last year I buried two family members, and 2022 just started, and I've lost a first cousin. So 2022 already sucks so far this year, but I'm holding on to God's will. And I know that he wouldn't put no more on me than I can bear. It's very hard dealing with the loss of loved ones, and then having my cancer come back again. So the first thing I want to talk about this morning, and let me drop the link if anybody wants to join the panel. You are more than welcome to join the panel. How are you doing, Pan? Pan, my love, how are you? What's going on in Greece? And I'm sure everyone can hear me, correct? Okay. Yeah, because you answered the questions. So that is the link. If anybody chooses to come and join in on this conversation this morning. So the first subject I wanted to talk about was Kwame Brown versus Dwyane Wade. As you know, Kwame Brown, he played for the Lakers from 2005 to 2008. A lot of people was calling Kwame Brown a bust, which he is not a bust. Kwame Brown was the youngest athlete to ever get recruited by an NBA team. And he went um, and played, but I think there was a lot of personality conflict. But I respect Kwame Brown and his views and opinions. So what happened was, hey, Atlas. So Wednesday was the 2-year anniversary of the death of Los Angeles star. May he rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Dwyane Wade allowed his transgender son to wear a dress with Kobe's jersey. Kwane Brown called out Dwyane Wade and said that that was very disrespectful. Kwame Brown went on to say that Kobe Bryant was a heterosexual man, married, and had children. And for this child, and he did not want to actually talk about the child. He was talking about Dwayne Wade with allowing your 8-year-old son to wear a dress. And he said it was very disrespectful. Zayas Wade is 14 years old. Shared a picture on Instagram wearing a number 8 jersey dress. People, if we don't wake up and start standing for something, you're going to fall for anything. Kwame Brown's statement was that Kobe Bryant represented masculinity and heterosexuality. Now, I'm sorry, people. First of all, ain't no child getting ready to run a house of mine. I'm not going to be with this go get along. I'm going to go try to find my child some help. I'm going to find out why my child feels this way, thinks this way. Very disrespectful. Kwame also stated, let's not show our Black brothers in this light. He said, there is no offense to nobody else. Like, I don't have anything against the alphabet people neither. You know, hey, they've united and rose. But Kobe was a heterosexual man with a wife and a family. And so he feels like that's disrespectful to align Kobe with that. Can people put in the comments, do you feel that it is disrespectful? Yeah. You know, the attack on the Black man, um, at first we were known as pimps, dope dealers. Now they're showing this. The attack of the Black man is at an all-time high. I don't know What's going on? Hollywood, all of this stuff, people, we got to wake up. We got to wake up. It's too much darkness going around. Too much. We don't have to accept things that they want to shove down our throats. Hey, my cousin Sandra, we do not have to accept all of this stuff they are trying to shove down our throats through main media. Disrespectful at its best. I love my black man. I want to thank Kwame Brown for standing up, saying that it was disrespectful. People don't want to stand up for anything now. Why? What are you scared of? And as I said, I don't have anything against the alphabet people. You know, it's fine. But there's a time and a place for everything. And I don't believe parading your child around. And I blame the parents. Did you go get him some help? Did you find out why he had these thoughts? Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union are bad parents as far as I'm concerned. We don't know what choices this child would make later on in life. And here, some people will be able to look this kid up and says, oh, he was wearing a dress and he was doing this. Thank you, Sandra. Girl, this has been um, very hard. This was Kim's brother, Dewayne. And so, yeah, he was found dead from congestive heart failure. Okay, so the Facebook user, what's your name? Um, because I'm on StreamYard. So, because this is being ran through, it's on the Truth Radio on Facebook. It's on April Showers Network on YouTube and April Showers on Twitter. The Facebook user said he's absolutely correct. I don't think it has anything to do with a person's sexuality, but the child is 14 years old and he can live his life as a woman when he's grown. Just like the show Jazz, I believe they gave their child a sex change operation and she's a child. It should only happen when you can make a decision like that independently. Yeah, I just want to know, you know, when do it's like we're accepting anything, anything. This is weird. We can't even address issues in the Black community. Then this weird shit happens. And I can understand because I'm gonna love my son no matter what. But it would have been just some stuff that he wasn't gonna do in my house. Once he got grown, he can do it. Crazy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put the link in if anybody wants to discuss this or make a comment. Feel free to join the panel. That is the link. You're more than welcome to come up. Moving right along, Tasha K lost her suit to Cardi B. Tasha K gave some statement talking about the media. Girl, go sit down and have several seats. When are you going to admit that you lied on this lady? You kept slamming her and slamming her. You lied to your audience. I don't care what Cardi B has done. Cardi B's like me. She can tell her own story. Yeah, she says she done drugged and robbed men, and she can tell her own story. But you don't need people like Tasha K lying on her. She won't admit it. She won't. I mean, you got on the stand and you said that you basically lied, didn't want to take the videos down. See, these queens of gossip, her, look at Wendy Williams. You sitting around in everybody else's business gossiping about them, and your shit hit home. Your husband done moved on with another woman, had a child, and got half of your fortune. God don't like ugly, and he sure not fond of pretty. So have some seats. Tasha K. You lied. You got on the stand and said you lied. You want to blame everybody else. Um, all of this um, should teach people a lesson. Everybody's got issues in this life. We don't know what people are going through. And to have a million people following you and to start a rumor that she started, it's not cool. So also what I want to talk about as well is we're going to go over the key moments from week 1 of the police officers' federal trial over George Floyd's death. And again, the link is in the chat if anybody would like to talk about it. So the key points in the trial, which is the 3 officers that are being charged in the murder of George Floyd in federal court. And the federal government is saying George Floyd's civil rights was taken away from him because they did not give him proper treatment. The first week, you had the cashier who George Floyd gave the phony $20 bill to. And this poor kid is not living well now because he partially feels responsible for George Floyd's death. George Floyd gave him the phony $20 bill. He told the manager, and well, he went outside. I guess George Floyd didn't want to hear it. And so they called the police. So this young kid who he gave the phony $20 bill to, he testified. And he also stated that he partially feels responsible for his death. Then you had another witness, a nosy person that was just driving by, pulled his car over to see what was going on. And he saw him die. You also had a 911 dispatcher take the stand to say she actually thought her computer screen had froze and then realized that Derek Chauvin still had his knee on George Floyd's neck. And immediately she contacted a desk sergeant. The three ex-police officers are J. Alexander Kwane, Tu Theo, and Thomas Lane. Thomas Lane will be taking the stand, and his own defense to say what was going through his mind. The defense is also trying to claim that the police officer was not properly trained. Huh? Really? You don't have to be properly trained to sit back and look at somebody murder someone. You could have stopped it. So the three men, they are charged with using the color of the law or their positions as police officers to deprive Floyd of his civil rights by allegedly showing deliberate indifference to his medical needs as Chauvin kneeled on the back of the handcuffed man's neck for more than 9 minutes, ultimately killing him. And they did nothing. Nothing. He was handcuffed. He did not have to die. So week 2 of the 3 ex-police officers will start Monday. This is a federal trial. Therefore, cameras are not allowed in a federal courtroom. So I want to thank everyone for joining me today for a quick recap of this week 1 trial to talk about Tasha K. I wish, she lied. Stop blaming everybody else. But that's what narcissist people do. They will blame everybody else, look at everybody else but themselves. Narcissist, crazy people. Dwyane Wade, that was very disrespectful. We calling you out as the parent. Everyone have an awesome Saturday. April showers, I'm out.